Is this the latest Xiaomi 17 Pro Max?
What?
Xiaomi 17 Pro Max is here. Someone say it looks like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. But to me, it really resembles an old friend. The Xiaomi 11 Ultra finally has a remake. Let's power it on first. Right off the bat, this boot animation screams Pro Max. And it's seriously cool. Look, you can switch between various images, the level of customization is really high. Also, using this rear screen along with the main camera for selfies definitely produces much clearer results than the front-facing camera. The front screen is a key highlight this time, 1,500 super pixels. Looking closely, it is indeed better than a regular 1,500 screen, but compared to a 2,000 resolution still a tiny short. Its purpose is likely power efficiency, especially since there's an extra screen now. So, what about the internal structure of this phone? First, heat it up with a hot air gun, then pry open the back cover. It's open. Be careful everyone when disassembling, this flex cable is very close to the edge. Now, let's remove the back cover flex cable. The back cover uses glass fiber material. The advantage is practically unbreakable. To prevent the small screen from shattering, there's a full metal plate underneath it. The sealing around the edges of the secondary screen is also very well done. However, the flash downgraded. As it's a single LED flash now, whereas previous models used dual LED, the microphone is placed under the camera deco, so there's a hidden gap at the bottom. Next, remove the mainboard shield. This is the internal layout of the Mi 17 Pro Max. The mainboard shield is quite different from before, it uses a split design. The shield on the right side connects to a 50W wireless charging coil and the NFC coil. Now, removing the left side shield. Now I see why the shield is split, because the mainboard itself is also split. Its main function is probably audio transmission. Removing the camera module. The main camera uses a brand new Lighthunter 950L sensor. It boasts a very high dynamic range, reducing overexposure in backlit scenes. The Pro Max's periscope telephoto lens is a large sensor 5x periscope using a primary reflection design. The ultra-wide angle uses an O50M sensor this time. The specs are just average, because it's placed outside the main camera deco, making it difficult to use a larger lens. Removing the bottom speaker. It uses an AAC Technologies fully metal encased 101 free unit. Now, let's also remove the top speaker. The top speaker uses a Gore-Tex 1115X unit. Now, removing the mainboard. It features the Snapdragon 8 Gen 5 Ultimate processor. What really amazes me is its very compact size. Let's compare it with the mainboard from last year's standard Mi 15. Look, the Mi 15e's mainboard is about 2.5 times larger than this 17 Pro Max's board. It is really catching up to Apple standards. Removing the battery. It uses an L-shaped irregular laminated battery, previously only Apple used these. The capacity reaches a whopping 7,500 mAh. The manufacturer is ATL. We can see this small flex cable, extended and connected to the mid-frame. This is the new centimeter-level AWB antenna, allowing the phone to be used as a car key. Although, I'm not sure what this hole is for. Now, let's disassemble the charge port. The port speed is USB 3.0 to Gen 1, but didn't reach Gen 2. At the bottom right, a 4mm thick 08090 vibration motor. Compared to previous 15 Pro, this is a noticeable step down, perhaps to make room for the larger battery. So, would you prefer 50 mAh more battery capacity or a more satisfying vibration experience? Now, let's reassemble the phone. This generation of the Mi 17 Pro Max, with its large battery and compact mainboard, truly impressed me. However, cameras don't seem to be the main upgrade focus across the entire series this year. For instance, the standard Mi 17 mainly upgraded the battery. In terms of cameras, compared to the Mi 15, the ultra-wide angle even saw a downgrade. For those who said they'd buy the 17 Pro Max as long as it has a secondary screen, you can go for it now.